Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about one player, and that is going to be Karim Adeyemi, which is one of the players that has been talked about so much over the past 24 hours. And one of the main reasons on why Karim Adeyemi has been talked about, and especially in Barcelona, it is because there has been so many rumors and reports stating that Adeyemi could be seeing his way out from Salzburg. This is a player that we have analyzed before, and this is a player that we have talked about before, because when it comes to Karim Adeyemi, knowing the type of player that he is and seeing what Xavi does want for his version of Barcelona, it is the perfect match. This move is destined to happen because the one club that is linked towards Karim Adeyemi at the moment, it is Barcelona. Now, like I've said, we have talked about this player before, but for those of you guys who are watching this video for the first time or are watching me for the first time, I'm going to remind everyone here exactly who Karim Adeyemi is, what he does, what is he good at, and why does Xavi Hernandez want this player, right? That is the biggest question. Why does Xavi want Adeyemi so badly within this club? But before we go further into this video, I do want to talk about the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app is the best football app you could find within the App Store when it comes to the latest transfer news, the daily news, anything that you do want to follow regarding your favorite player or your favorite club or your team or any international team. All of that is going to be compact within the OneFootball app. And for those of you guys who are in the UK, one of the best new features that the OneFootball app does carry, it is having La Liga highlights within the app. So if you guys do want to find any highlights regarding Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Valencia, whichever club you do desire, the OneFootball app will be having that and right inside your phone. So the link is going to be in the description box down below. By clicking that link, you guys will be able to support me and this YouTube channel. It would be greatly appreciated. But now let's get back into the video. So Karim Adeyemi, he is from Germany. His contract does end in 2024. He is 19 years old and he can also play as a right winger and as a striker. He can play both positions very well. He is very deadly on the ball. His dribbling is amazing. And one thing that he does have, which is going to be very important to Xavi's Barcelona, is his ability to take off with the ball, right? Like for example, right, I'm going to be using a analogy. Let's just say, for example, Xavi Hernandez wants to buy a car, right? He prefers a car that can go from 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds with a top speed of 200 miles per hour over another car that can go from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds and goes at a top speed at 250 miles per hour, right? Xavi Hernandez values the takeoff, the ability to move from 0 to 100 very quick. The top speed of that player comes second. And one of the main reasons on why that is going to be so important for Xavi's Barcelona is because he knows that his wingers need to be able to surprise the opponent, because what that does for the opponent is they need to reposition themselves defensively in order to adapt towards the player's ability to take off with the ball. And Karim Adeyemi can do exactly that. That is who he is. If you look at his replays, his highlights, his ability to switch pace is very fast, and that should be very exciting. And you look at the amount of goals that he has scored during this season with Salzburg. He has a total of 15 goals and 1 assist in a total of 22 games. So he is really on form, and he has been scoring amazing goals throughout that time. So what is the latest on this player? And it does say here, according to Juan Marti, Karim Adeyemi is very open to joining Barcelona, who have been silently eyeing him since months. This case is still a bit complicated due to the competition within Barcelona. They believe his agents have other interests. Now, there are 2 things that I do want to point out. Point number 1, Karim Adeyemi has always been open to moving to Barcelona. That is not a surprise, because we have heard an interview coming from him back on 2019 where he has stated that his favorite player, it is Lionel Messi, and he loves FC Barcelona. So if Karim Adeyemi ever moves to Barcelona, we know that this is going to be a dream come true for this player. Moving on to point number 2, Barcelona have been rejected before. Like, they have given a bid towards Salzburg for 15 million euros, but it has been denied. And that is why we are hearing that Barcelona have been eyeing this player for so many months, so many years. And now seeing that Karim Adeyemi is having a breakout season in this season, that is the main reason on why Barcelona are going all in for this player. And so we do have another report coming from Mateo Moreto, who has stated Barcelona have been following Karim Adeyemi since months. There are talks, and the Catalan club will try to minimize the differences, and it could be a switch that could happen in this summer. There is competition, especially from Dortmund, who are super interested. So of course, right, this transfer is going to be very difficult. We know that there is going to be competition. Borussia Dortmund does want to find that Sancho replacement and continue to grow these players. We know Borussia Dortmund's agenda with these youngsters, but it's ultimately going to be depending on the player and what that player does value the most. If this player wants to go to a club where he can develop as a player, continue to grow as a player, then he can go to Borussia Dortmund. If Karim Adeyemi wants to go to Barcelona, where he can also grow as a player, develop as a player and at the same time be very competitive to win titles, then he should go to FC Barcelona. So Karim Adeyemi is going to have to make that push on where he does want to go, because let me tell you, his agents, of course, they're going to be looking for the big pay. They're going to be looking at who can give the biggest offer and not necessarily listen to what the player does want. But that player, Karim, has to make the push. He has to let the agents know and say, look, I only want to go to Barcelona. That is the only club I do see myself in about a few years. So let's do everything in our power to make this actually happen. And then we do have sources coming from Germany, which basically puts the cherry on top, because when we have sources coming from Germany and sources coming from Spain, that is basically confirming that there is movement going on between Barcelona and Karim Adeyemi. Like, it does exist. But besides that, that is besides the point. These two journalists coming from Germany, they have also stated that and confirmed that the interest coming from Barcelona is very strong, and especially coming from Xavi Hernandez, who he does value the most. And we also do have another reporter coming from Germany stating Barcelona are going to be giving in a 40 million bid towards Karim Adeyemi, because they believe that a bid like this could be accepted. Now, looking at this 40 million bid coming from Barcelona, it is so clear, knowing Barcelona's financial situation, that they are putting all of their eggs in one basket. And I do have a feeling that because they are putting all of their eggs in one basket, that is making me believe that there is probably a discussion that was held before between Xavi and Laporta, and they basically said, look, we have to get this player at all cost. This is going to be a player that's going to be highly beneficial for my version of Barcelona. Let's make this move happen. That is the only reason why I believe Barcelona are putting in a bid like this. It is because they have held discussions. They have tactically studied this player from the inside and the outside. And so that is going to be the final conclusion. Barcelona are very interested in this player. We know that Karim Adeyemi can grow as a player at the Camp Nou. He will be one hell of a player at the Camp Nou. Can you just imagine a front three of Karim Adeyemi on the right wing, Memphis Depay as the striker, Ansu Fati on the left side? That is going to be a great front three. Or maybe we can see Ansu Fati on the left, Karim Adeyemi as the striker, and Dembele on the right wing. There are so many things that you can do with this player arriving at Barcelona. And we also do know that Adeyemi does want Barcelona, but the agents right now, they are speaking with other top European clubs. It's again really going to be depending on what Adeyemi does want. We know, and we have discussed this before, that he does like Barcelona. He is a big fan of Barcelona. He has always dreamt of playing at Barcelona. He loves Lionel Messi. So in the end, we're going to have to wait and see how all of this does play out, but I would really go for it. I would really go for this player, because he is also another player that can be potentially one of the best players in the world in 4 to 5 years time. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.